Hi, I'm Julie from Mindspace, and today I would like to talk about how to get started to make a toolbox. And a toolbox, you can name the box anything you like. It can be a get well box, a wellness box, a go-to box, a support box, a hope or courage box, survival box, whatever you want to call it. Now I've had a box for quite some time, and the box always helps me and supports me when I'm feeling low. Now we all have days where you have good days and you have bad days. And the toolbox really is just something that you can go to as a reminder. And you just use things that that help you connect back to yourself and also to ground yourself. Now we all get on the life hamster wheel that just goes round and round, and sometimes it's really hard to think of anything else. So this is something you can dip in and out of, and try different things and see, try different things to see what supports you and keeps you well. And you can use anything you like. Yeah, basically whatever you can connect with that gives you a lift and brings your mood up. It can be pictures, it can be buzzwords, letters, notes, quotes, affirmations, it can be bubble bath, can be a list of things to remind yourself to do, like bring a friend, watch your favorite movie. It could be anything. It could be a plan that you go, right, I'm going to do this, and this. So today I would like to go through some of the things I have in my toolbox, and feel free to use whatever you want. And these are just some ideas to get you started. So first of all, I have quite a few rubber bands, and it can be as simple as that, a rubber band. And this is what reminds me that life pulls us all different directions, friends, people, our health, everything. But it's just to remind me that we can stay with it. We can just go with it. Give and take. That's the way life is. Now I've also got a Kit Kat. Simple Kit Kat can be your favorite chocolate. And what the Kit Kat is to remind me that when I get overwhelmed and things are just on top of me, just take a break, have a coffee, it's a coffee bag, bring a friend, just take some time out for yourself just to sort of recoup. Another thing I've got in my goodie box is a star. It's simple and it just reminds me to reach for the stars. It can mean anything to yourself, but you just put whatever you can connect to. So that just reminds me there's plenty of stars out there. Reach for the stars. There's one for everyone. I have got this little rubber eraser. Now what the rubber represents for me is mistakes. We all make mistakes, and then it's not the end of the world. We can start again, and this just reminds me we can rub those out and start again. Tomorrow's a new day. We've always got choices. So, and not only that, it's like a rainbow effect on the rubber, and that reminds me of there can't be rainbows without the storms. So, and I do love rainbows. Can be your favorite lipstick. As simple as that. Anything that makes you feel brighter, alive. I have some beautiful bath bombs here from Lush, and they just smell divine. So that to me just puts me in a completely different place. I just have a wee sniff of that and it just smells amazing. And that's usually enough to put me in a good mood. Okay, so we have some rose hand cream. You can use anything, any hand cream or any cream. I chose rose to remind me to stop and smell the roses. Again, just to try and keep myself present, enjoy the moment while it's here. And it's when you're putting it on, you can smell it. You're distracting yourself as well from, you know, your thoughts and things. So while you're smelling it, you're feeling it. It's making you connect back with yourself and around yourself as well. I have some nail polish. Now, your favorite color, something bright, something sparkly, whatever works for you. Again, it's a little bit of self-care, and you know, sometimes personally I get so busy that I think, oh yeah, I'm going to do that, I'll do that, and you put things off and things never get done for yourself. And just taking that 5 minutes to paint your nails makes you feel good. I've got some beautiful essential oils. Now, I love my oils. They make such a difference to my life. I have a little, oh God, now I've forgotten the bloody word for it, sorry. A little demister that you put a couple of drops of oil in, and it just goes all over the room. It just smells divine. Anyway, my favourites are lavender and spearmint. That's one of my favorites. There's so many different blends and things, and it's whatever yeah you like. Okay, so what else have we got? I've got this little mirror, and it's just a simple little mirror, and that is to remind myself to practice self-talk, positive self-talk, because so many of us do negative self-talk, and that just deflates us. It doesn't build us up. So yeah, just on the back of this mirror, there's a couple of little, I am strong, I am beautiful, and I am happy. So give that a try. I was always brought up in an era where, you know, you don't put feathers in your cap and build yourself up. That's because you make out, you know, you love yourself. Well, you need to love yourself before you can love others. So that was a very hard lesson for me. But by God, I'm sticking to it now. Right, so we have got just a little, it's just a little book actually full of leaves. And this is to remind myself to believe in myself. And it's just something, a little thing that just clicks in my head, just belief in yourself, you know. Just a pound. So just to remind me, I'm never broke. I've got a pound. It won't go far, but I've got a pound. A magnet. Now, a magnet to me is very special because it attracts all the good things. So that's why I've got a magnet. I just want to attract all the good, all the kindness, all positive things to my life. Okay. Now, I have also got a pen. Now, why have I got a pen? Because we are responsible to write our own life stories. We don't listen to what people think or do, or we are in charge of our own lives. So this is to remind myself, I'm going to write my ending or my beginning or whatever you want to call it. But I'm in charge, so yep. I've got a ball here. Now the ball to me is a reminder that you just keep trying. You know, like when we're young, when we were young, and to catch a ball, we didn't catch it straight away. We had to keep trying, keep practicing. So to me, you've got to bounce back. Try and try and try again, and things will change. Things will get better. It's just stay focused, stay present, keep going. Now, I've got this little coin, and it's very easy to make. So I've painted one side black and the other side white. Colors don't matter, it's whatever you prefer. And I've painted flip it on one side and positive on the other. Now you can write whatever you like on the coins. It's just a 2p. But this little coin, I do carry it around sometimes, and especially if I'm having a really low day, and even like just fiddling with it keeps me present, and also it just reminds me to flip stuff. If it's not going to plan or it's a negative sort of situation, flip it. And that reminds me that, you know, that there's always a positive to a negative. We're always learning. It's not a good thing or a bad thing. It's just part of life. So flip it and see what you come up with. Now I've got a balloon, simple little balloon, and this helps me with worries, regrets, anything like that, problems. And sometimes if you just blow into it, fill the balloon up, and with each breath just put a worry in that balloon and then let it go. Let it go, because worry, regret only weighs you down, and it doesn't give you room for all the good stuff. It fills you up with all the bad stuff. So what we want to do is just let all that go, so there's room for you to enjoy your life. Now you might want to put some little fiddly toys in. Some people are very tactile. They love the feel of things. It might be velvet, it might be cloth, it might be felt, rubber, anything that you know calms you. Put it in there. Got a little unicorn, a fluffy little white unicorn. Now it is beautiful. It feels gorgeous, and that reminds me that I'd like life to be like that, full of rainbows and lollipops and unicorns. And that's the way I want to see my life, basically. And this just reminds me that it is possible. I know unicorns don't exist, but maybe one day they used to. However, just whatever works for you. Got a lovely little kaleidoscope. Now this helps me embrace change better. I was never one that I like things to be the same, and if things change, then I would freak out a bit. So this reminds me that just because things change, it doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. It just means it still can be beautiful. Change can be amazing. So go with the flow and enjoy it. Now I've got some lovely cards, some universal love affirmation cards. And again, that's just like, gives you a lift. I've got a lovely CD here, Reiki CD, and that's just so relaxing. It really calms me down, and helps me relax and just go with the flow. I've got some lovely guidance cards here. Now these are just stunning. They're absolutely beautiful. I'm a real colour fan, so I love colour, brightness, and these work every time for me. Honestly, they're just amazing. And they're not tarot cards, they're just guidance cards, and they just give you a lift for the day. It's like a little message to keep you on, keep you going on your way. Now I've got just a little colour-in book. It's whatever you feel on the day or whatever, you know, you just, so sometimes that can just shift your thinking. I've got a beautiful little gratitude journal. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it's a reminder to me just to be grateful for what I've got and not to stress over the things that I haven't got, and make the most of what I've got. Because when you stop and look around, life is pretty amazing. Now, this little box too, was a little course project I did with a group, and this box, it looks like a wee present. Well, it is a little present. So by opening this little box, inside it says smell, taste, touch, hear and see. So in this little box, it tells me this is to calm down sometimes when you get whelmed. 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things that you can smell, and 1 thing that you can taste. And that helps to ground you when you start to just pull away from all those thoughts. Just ground yourself. And as for the taste, put a sweetie in there. I've just put a peppermint, and it really does help. It just pulls you back, grounds you, brings you back into the present moment. So that's another little exercise you can do. Now, when I wasn't well once upon a time, at the start of my journey, recovery journey, I found it really hard to make decisions. One day would just roll into the next, and I panicked. I couldn't make a simple decision. So I ended up making, and you can do this out of like a tin can, honestly, whatever works, whatever you've got at home even, it doesn't matter. And I've just got a whole heap of paddle pop sticks, and on the paddle pop sticks I've just written little messages, little things to myself. Just, okay, so I'll just pick one, and it's a bit like lucky bag, you know, you just pick something out and see what you're going to get. So this one is only you can make it happen. So just little messages, you can write whatever you like on there. Let go of the past. What's this one? Hug the closest person. We've got pamper yourself, you know, like read a book, watch a movie. You can write whatever you like, and it's just sometimes just helps you to get going, you know, to make a start. Now, what else? Start to run out of things, but that's okay. So this is a lovely little paperweight, and it's of a flower, and it reminds me that there's a lot of flowers in the world, isn't there? There's so many different kinds of flowers, and they're all beautiful. They've all got their own purpose, their own smells, their own colours. You know, we're all different, but the same. So just take care of yourself, be kind to yourself, and just keep curious and build and build and build upon your foundation. Okay, guys, thanks very much for listening. I hope you get something out of this. Even if you get one thing, then I've done my job. So this is my first video, and I can only get better. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.